like a pro, like a pro. Yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Making profit like a pro,
like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, huh? Stacking that money from the trades, huh?
Ay, we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid. Stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
I've been seeing lately all the Instagram people posting their profits. You know, they're trying to, you know, whatever they're trying to do, market themselves or whatever, right?
Okay.
I understand. I'm not hating, but look, what I don't like is this, and new people don't catch this, but there's 1,000 trades open. There's 1,000 trades, and then when you look at their margin level, it's like 200. It's 200. It's like the margin percent level is at 200. Really, you're over leveraged like crazy. So, can you help the people? Give your advice or your opinion on, you know, max trades.
On max trades to take, you really, again, this should be part of your plan. I, in the beginning, would make $500 and in the next 30 minutes, lose all of it and go negative because I just wanted to continue to trade. You know, there's that excitement, right? You're making so much money. Perhaps this is the day that I make $1,000, you know, and you're so excited. Now you are negative $1,000 because you didn't know when to cut the game, you know? So one of the things that I have watched you do is you're a very disciplined trader. And so what I watch you do is you do one or two trades, you know, and that's pretty much it. Perhaps on any given day, you might do a third trade if one of them was negative and now you got your money back, you know? And so for me, I started doing, I can't say I'm that disciplined. I wish I was that disciplined, but this is what I've been doing as of late because I am specifically compounding my account for the rest of the year. And so if my first trade hits and I get that 15, 20 pips with my position, I'm done. I'm done. I hit my goal and I'm done. I'm not looking to go beyond that. I have a specific amount that I'm looking for. I have a range because you also taught me that, by the way. You taught me, don't try to make it a specific number. Just do a range, you know? And again, just the other day, same thing. I needed $14 to, I needed $14 to reach my goal. And instead of saying, you know, I'll catch that tomorrow, I messed around with it, and now I'm in draw. Now I'm negative, and now I'm trying to catch. And now I'm on the verge of doing revenge trading, and I have to just close it and tell myself I'll catch it tomorrow. You know, and so max trade, you want to do maybe one, maybe two, at the most three. I'm thinking, you know, if things are going well. Like some people perhaps are in a good run. They got a good winner. You know, the moment that you get a loser, right, it's time to shut it down, perhaps. You know, the challenge that I have with telling that to a new student is that one loser is going to wipe them out. You know, I mean, once you have the discipline, you know how to close that one. A good point last night, for example, is that I did 2 trades on GBP odd and GBP USD. And I'm short of my goal, right? I'm short of my goal, but I'm already in good profit and I don't want to lose that profit. So I lowered my lot size. To just make sure that third trade wasn't going to wipe me out. And then I waited and I waited and waited. There's my signal for entry. I jumped in. Within 5 minutes, I got my profit. I closed it, went to bed. And that was all pre-London. You know, I was all pre-London. So I would say, again, 1 or 2 trades a day, 3 trades a day will make you focus on those and have to make sure that those are done right. Because it's better doing a quality trade, 1 quality trade, than 10 that are just all over the place. So those are my thoughts.
See, I learned that there's a real thing called decision fatigue. And once you understand that, you basically, everybody's limit is different. You know, some people can trade 3 and 4 trades. I also understand that this is the forex market, and how many times do you think that they're going to give you this perfect trade setup a day? It's not going to be every time you think about getting in. You got to wait patiently for that perfect setup according to your rules and your trading plan. And then once the rules or the criteria meet your trading plan, then boom, you can go in for it. But that's not going to happen all day long.
Right, right. That's very good. And in fact, I was going to say, you know, that's another thing that should be part of your trading plan, getting enough rest. You don't want to come to the market exhausted already. But the truth of the matter is that if you are in pursuit of your dream, if you're in pursuit of financial freedom, it's going to cost you, and usually it costs you sleep. So it's not like you're always going to have enough rest. Sometimes you're going to come to the market tired. If you're going to come to the market tired and you know you're tired, understand exactly what you just said, Jay. You're going to run into mental fatigue much faster. So make sure that you hold back, be patient, do your 1-2 trades, you know, whether you hit your goal or not. Like, again, sometimes I won't hit my goal quite right because price action didn't let me. I just got to close it and go to bed and come fight the next day. Mental fatigue and decision fatigue is a real thing.
Okay, so if you have max trades, you're taking 1 or 2 trades a day. What about the losses? How many losses are you going to take? And how does I feel like they work together kind of, but can you expound on that?
Sure. Sure. For example, this is a good roadmap. If you have $1,000 in your account and you're maxing your position of 3%, like we suggest, your max loss is $30, which means that on a $1 lot size, which is what we recommend, right? That $1 lot size is the 3% of 1,000. Which doesn't sound like it's right, but when you do the calculation, as Jay has shown in other videos, he can link you up with the other videos where he talks about risk management. That means you can lose 30 pips. When you have lost your 30 pips, which is $30 on your $1 lot size on a $1,000 account, you're done. You know, you're done. Well, that's for that position, and that's really for the day. But really for that position, you're done. And you have to be strict with that, because like you were saying, mental fatigue or decision fatigue, your brain will start messing with you. Now you're trying to get that money back and you double it and you make it worse, you know? So, that's why, again, it is better to not have a max. I think it's not for not have a max position on your trade, because it allows you to capture your money back. If you only do a 1% risk on your trade, you can be down 90 pips, and it comes out to the same. It comes down to the same $30. You know, so you're giving yourself more room to play with. And also, for example, if you lose that first trade, let's say you took a loss on that first trade because it hit your stop loss, you still can play, let's say, another 1% and try to get that money back. But if you're max position and you hit your max loss, you're done. I mean, you really should be done. You'll make your situation worse if you continue. And again, tomorrow is another day. We have to admit that we're going to have losing days, and we just have to take it. You know, I had a losing day this week, you know, and it didn't hit my max loss. It didn't hit my max loss for the day, but I knew I'm off. I'm not reading it right. I'd already lost 2 trades, and I'm not going to risk a third one to then really put me in a bad mental state. So close it down, go to bed. Let's get that money tomorrow, you know?
So see, guys, listen to what he said. He had the awareness to say, you know what? I'm not reading it right. And he had the awareness to shut it down. He still had maybe some room to go for take another trade, but you know, he had the self-awareness to say, you know what? I'm off. And I will say, a year and a half now later, he's coping with his losses a lot better. So I'm so happy for you about that, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
excited myself. The future looks really bright.
Absolutely. All right, brother. So you gave us some great and awesome tips. What would you close the trading plan off with? What will complete this trading plan?
I think what would complete it is knowing when not to trade. Not every day is a good day to trade. If you are a technical analyst when it comes to trading, then on the days that fundamentals are at play, you should not be trading. Those are news. For example, holidays. You know, when there are holidays, the major players are not in the market, which means the market is not going to move the same way that it always does. And it allows other market movers to sweep in. You know, like, for example, if the banks are not trading, which we want to trade with the banks, that's our whole goal, to just trade with the banks. If the banks are not trading, it gives opportunity for other big money players to manipulate the market. And you don't really want to be caught in that. So we specifically tell our team, on holidays, don't trade. On heavy news days, don't trade. That is red folder days, for example. You know, when NFP week comes around, we close our trading week early. This last NFP, I closed my trading week on Wednesday, and I walked away with $1,500. I'm not going to wait until Friday to have a bad Thursday and then try to catch my money back on Friday when it's NFP. That's just a bad idea, you know. So NFP, for those who don't know, is non-farming payroll, and it is the most volatile day of the month. Every month, it's usually the first Friday, and it's related to news. Bottom line, the economic numbers come out, and when the economic numbers come out, you'll see massive swings up and down. It's just not worth being in the market on those days as a technical analyst. If you're a fundamental analyst and that's where you get your kicks, then that's a great day to study in the beginning, get the feel for it, do 6 months to a year of just watching the forecast and then the results and how the market acted from last month, this month, next month, and just build your data as you're going for the year. And then after you've done that for a year and you kind of get the feel of it, perhaps you trade on NFP day. But as technical analysts, which is what we mostly do, no, we don't trade on news or holidays. And so to wrap up my trading plan, there's some specific days in which I will not trade. If the banks are closed, I will not trade.
Hey, take that as a no trade day. Get some rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Rest, man. I love when Fridays come, man. I am done, man. I look forward. I'm talking about Friday because I usually don't trade Fridays.
Right.
If I do, I'm done at 5 o'clock. I have a video talking about that stuff, so you can just search for that, or I'll drop it up here at the top. But if you're interested in what days I like to trade, but yeah, man, when Fridays come, man, I'm sleeping in. I start mine Friday morning. Yep. Yeah. And so I love it, bro. Hey, this was great information. We really, really appreciate you hopping on and giving us your time, Robert. Amazing. You come so far, and your information that you have, and I think that you have a PhD in what, psychology? Is that true?
I'm short my dissertation from my PhD, yeah, and all of my work has been on mental skills. So the intent being working with individuals for increasing performance. All of my work has been about that, about the mindset, which is why I spend so much time with this. I'm trying to see if I can finish my PhD this year. It's just I got so involved with the trading and it's gone so well. So I actually yeah, last week I started researching again what I need to do to finish it, because all my work is done. I just need my dissertation. But the mental side of this game is so important, and you are a great example of that, Jay. I've watched you. I watched you from the time that you had $5,000 in your account or something like that. It wasn't even 10, and go all the way to 200. And I've seen your progression and your mental side of the progression. And you're just a great example of what a trader should be, as far as having the fortitude, the discipline to make your analysis and trust your analysis and go for it and have confidence in your trade. It is the thing that I try to encourage everybody to do, because that is the thing that once you have built it, it's with you always. Right. Once you have built that confidence, it is with now. Confidence goes with your wins and losses. You could if you have too many losses in a row, it could your confidence could waver. But when you have the mental fortitude, you can overcome that. When you have the tools to do that, you can overcome that. And so there are books that we recommend. There are seminars that we recommend. There are audio books and stuff like that that we recommend to build your mental side, and a lot of it, there's a lot of it for free on YouTube. So I highly recommend any tools that will build your mindset, that will make you a stronger trader. And again, the new traders don't know this, but it is the biggest part of your game is your mental side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Very, very, very important. Hey team, if you want to watch more of his content, more of that psychology, you need to get your mind right, then check out his YouTube channel at Rivera Trading Group. That is his YouTube channel, okay? He's on Instagram. We'll post all of that in the description below. And hey, if you want to watch the other episodes to this interview, then click that video right over there. It's going to lace you up. I know it's going to be exactly what you need, okay? When to trade, when not to trade, exit strategies, entry strategies, okay? Click the video right over there. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.